Good evening. So today we will discuss about the ship reporting systems. The ship reporting system is basically voluntary or a requirement depending upon the port that you are going to go and the country in which you are going to sail into. So the ship reporting system is covered in NP 286, that is ALRS volume 6, and the country you are going to go you should find out. So now I will show you the normal ship reporting systems that are covered in volume 2864. So basically once you go to the index itself, it will be showing the ship reporting system. So let us go to the index. You can see in under S, the ship reporting system, PQRS ship reporting systems, they are covering it in page number 339. So let us go to page number 339. 339 will be the ship reporting system. You can see the ship reporting system. Now this is the diagram of all the ship reporting system that are covered from this volume. So this 2864 will cover this much area, and the various ship reporting systems that are going to be in use are this. So whenever you can always take your lat and long on this diagram and find out if your ship is going to be in any ship reporting system. So suppose you are going from Australia to India, you will be taking a course somewhat like this. So the ship reporting systems that you will be going to report will be to mast rep, then the straight rep, then since it is touching this, that is the INSAR and the INSPIRES. Out of this, some are voluntary and some are requirements, and the whole world is covered by AMBER. I will be discussing about AMBER. So once you are familiar with AMBER, the procedure is the same for almost all ship reporting system. So I will be discussing about AMBER. Now remember, I will be discussing about AMBER, and once you understand how to send a message on AMBER, you will be able to send any of these messages to the various ship reporting system. Also, AMBER has a facility in which the report you are sending to AMBER will be directly forwarded to the required ship reporting system as per your request. So AMBER, they are covering you can either send it by email. Nowadays we are all using email on board, so you can directly send to email to the AMBER on this email. So AMBER is basically automated mutual assistance vessel rescue system. It's a US based system and it's voluntary unless for the US ships. So what are the types of reports that you are going to use? One is a sailing plan, that is your voyage information from one port to next port. Then a position report. The position report is basically your position at around 12 o'clock. And the deviation report, if you are going to have any change when you are sailing, maybe your engine broke down, you had a casualty, or your port changed, then the deviation report is filed. And the arrival report is the last report that automatically closes your AMBER file. So once you send the AMBER report, that means that sailing is completed. Now there are certain codes before that. How to send? You can send it by electronic email, that is the email, then via SATC. So they will give you how to send on SATC. Then by HF radio telex. This HF radio telex stations I had discussed when I had discussed about the various ALRS volumes. So you can find how to find the HF radio telex AMBER code on one of those videos about ALRs. So next comes the HF radio, then telex and fax. Basically fax is something now we are not using on board, so I will prefer the email or the SATC. These are all not normally used. We use the email or the SATC. Next comes, there are definitions. So before you start any report, there are four, I told you there are four types of report. There are 2-letter codes. The codes are SP for sailing plan, PR for position report, DR for deviation report, and FR for final arrival report. And once you start the messages, there are certain letters that you have to start your line with. The A means that is the name of the vessel under call sign. The B line is basically, I have written it down. The B line is basically the time the position is given. Then the C line is used for the deviation and position reports. Then the E line is for the vessel's current course. F is for speed over ground. So once you send this F, the whole passage will be calculated as per this speed. Then the G line, that will be the departure port, it's lat long. Remember, all the ALRS volumes will have this detailed out for you. So if you have any doubt, you can always go to the ALRS volume 6, and under ships reporting system it will be fully explained with an example how to send the message. Next comes the I line. The I line is basically the destination port and the ETA to that port. And the K line. K line is the vessel's actual arrival at the destination and the time of arrival. I have made the AMBER report for sailing plan, position report, deviation report and arrival report using my ship's own waypoints. So I will discuss about this along with the video at the end of it. So let me finish this off first. Then comes the L line. L line is the most important part of AMBER. This is basically all your waypoints and the course that you are going to follow. If it is rump line, if it is great circle, if it is coastal. So this L line, it is advised to give the whole details. L line. Next is the M line. M line is your vessel's contact details. How they can contact you is the M line. So maybe they have an emergency or something they have to tell you, they will use the information in the M line to contact you. Next comes the V line. The V line is basically your vessel's medical capability. If there is a doctor, nurse, someone on board who can give a medical treatment for your ship or for someone who is near you. So this is V line. And then comes the X line. X line is any message you want to convey to the AMBER. So suppose you are having a medical emergency or you are having a deviation, your ship's name changed, the destination changed, anything you want to say, you can write it in the X line. And the Y line is another important line. This line you can use to advise the AMBER to transmit your message to another ship reporting system. So if you are, as I told you, in some passages you will be covering 3 or 4 ship reporting systems. So if you are using AMBER, you can directly ask AMBER to forward your reports to another ship reporting system. Maybe MARREP, JASREP, OSREP, CHILREP, Inspires, INSAR, anything you want, you will be able to send it. And the Z line. The Z line is the end of the report. So this report is basically the end of the report, and this line is always used in every report. Now the types of reports. So I'll give you an example. Now I will take the departure port as Penang in Malaysia, Georgetown, and the arrival as Port Klang, pilot boarding ground. So remember, there is no point you giving a report from departure port to the arrival berth, because you don't know when your ETA to the berth is. You only can calculate your ETA to the pilot boarding ground. So better always give a passage plan or a passage report, sailing plan to the Amber from your departure port to your pilot boarding ground. That is the best option. And also the last leg you can always omit, so it will be easy for you also if you do this. Now let me show you, and before that I'll just keep this paper in front of you so that you can get a general idea of what all the letters mean. Now suppose this is my passage plan, and so the first thing I'll be showing you will be the sailing plan. This sailing plan is the report that I'll be filing to Amber at the start of my sailing. So I will just write Amber SP, that means it is a sailing plan. Line A is my ship's name and her call sign. B is the time I am going to file this report, so it is taken as 29th. This is the date, then the time in UTC, so it is Zulu, and the month. Next comes E line. E line is my ship's present course. F line is my speed. Now I am doing 12.5, so all the calculations are based on 12.5. Even if I don't give the ETA in the L line, Amber will automatically calculate it at 12.5. So if it is 20.3, you can always write 203. That means it is 20.3. If you are doing 9.8, just write 9098. That means your speed is going to be 9.8. Next is G line. G line is my departure port Penang and its lat long. I line, my arrival port. I'll be going to the pilot boarding ground, then its lat long, and my ETA in again UTC. L line is basically my whole passage plan that I am going to send. The passage plan, you can see, this is the passage plan. So since I can't tell them when I will be passing the buoy channel, I will just start from the berth to the exit buoy, and I will just write coastal. You can see the coastal written, and I will write Penang channel, that is the channel of that port, and at what time I will be finishing that. Next comes again L. RL is rumb line. I will be using rumb line sailing, and the course, and course to this waypoint. So this is the next waypoint, 05 degree 27 minutes north. So latitudes will always be in 4 digits and longitude in 5 digits with north or east written. So this 5 degree 27 minutes north is this one. So you can see, to reach this latitude I will be using a course of 231. So 231 I have written, and the time I will take to reach will be around 1 hour. At 11.2 miles I will take less than 1 hour. So I have given an starting my ETA to this waypoint as this. So I will continue this the whole thing, and my last is the pilot boarding ground. So I won't write the pilot boarding ground waypoint. I will just write L line, rumb line, and my course. See, you can see pilot boarding ground I should do 141, and the distance is 4.8. So it will take less than half an hour. So I'll just write the course. So this course will let me reach this point at this time. So this is how basically the L line works. Next comes the M line. M line is my ship's contact details, that is the Inmarsat ID, I have written it. And the V line is my medical capability, I have none, so I have written none. Then the Y line is I want Amber to relay my Amber report to straight rep, so I don't have to report again back to straight rep. Amber will do it for me, so I'll just write straight rep. If I needed to go to OSREP, I'll just write OSREP. So OSREP also Amber will send it. Next comes the end of sequence, that is end of report, that is a Z line. This is how a sailing plan is done. I believe you got an understanding about sailing plan. Position reporting is very easy. Position report is Amber PR position report. A line, it's the same name of the ship and call sign. B line is the time I am going to give the position report, so I took the time as 0400 Zulu. Then C line, remember C line is not used in sailing plan. C line is basically for deviation report and the position report. So C line, the lat long where I am going to report from. E line is the current course I am doing. F line is my speed. I line is an optionary line, but it is advised to give the I line because that is the arrival port, her lat long and ETA. Then again M line, can just write your ship's contact details, and Y line, Amber has to forward this to the straight rep, and the Z line, the end of sequence. So this is position reporting. This has to be sent within 24 hours. So basically it's very easy if you do it along with your known report, this position reporting. Now comes a deviation report. A deviation report is something you have to file when your ship is deviating from the planned passage. So again, Amber DR deviation report, name of the vessel, then the time. C is the position from which you are reporting. Remember, C line is only for deviation report as well as position report. Then E is your course, F is your speed, I is your destination. So as you can see, I had written 29 20 100, before it was 29 1700, so 3 hours delay I had done. So since it is 3 hours delay, you can see my sailing plan was for 1700 UTC, but since I have a deviation, I had changed the time to 2000 UTC, that means 3 hour delay. So M line I will write the vessel contact detail, and the X line I told you is used for any message to Amber. Why? Because I had a 3 hours delay. I will give the reason. So maybe I had an engine repair, I will just write engine repair. So that is how the 3 hours will get counted. Then again relay my message to another ship reporting system, and end of all this. So end of report is Zulu. This is a deviation report, and the final report is the arrival report. Arrival report you will file when you reach your point. So Amber FR final report, name of the vessel, the port K. Remember, K is used only at the actual time of arrival at your destination. Normally we will be using I, but all I is used during deviation, sailing plan, and position report, and in arrival report you will change to K because you will be giving them the correct time of arrival. And Y again have to forward to straight rep, and Z is the end of report. So this is how Amber is done. if you understood how Amber is done, next I'll show you an inspires and an INSAR report. So this is Amber. Amber was voluntary. Inspires and INSAR is coming in under India. Again, once you read through it, you will know whatever is done in Amber is practically being carried out in India also. The thing is, they will have an additional few columns. So I'll show you. This is the INSAR report. This whole blue color box covers INSAR. Inspires. Then INSAR is the blue dotted lines, and ILREPS is the green line. So if you are going to India or coming out from India or doing a local passage in India, you will be using INSAR and or Inspires. So the procedures, you can see this. Remember, whichever country is having a ship reporting system, under that country they will give you the reporting system that is mandatory for that country, and they will give you the area or the coordinates in which that report has to be carried out mandatorily. Now, as you can see, I will show you. See the form of messages. It is from Alpha to Zulu, Alpha to X. Okay, Alpha to X. So A is basically the vessel's name and call sign. B is basically date and time. C is position. That is what Amber is also asking us to do. You can see it's practically the same thing, and additional things, suppose D is not used in Amber, but in D it is the distance and true bearing from a clearly identified landmark. So this is an additional thing that is not in Amber. Again, E is true course. You can see true course. F is speed. Again, F is speed in Amber also. G, port of departure. You can see Amber also is the same. H is not there. So H is the entry into the system. Amber, entry into the Inspire system. I is the destination and ETA. I is the same. J is pilotage. Amber is not having pilot details, so there is no J column here. K is date and time and point of entry from the system, so that is basically your arrival at the destination. L is the route information. You can see the route information. So this is practically the same except for minor changes. So once you understand how to do an Amber reporting, you are good to do all other ship reporting systems. I believe you got a good understanding of how to do Amber. So once you understood Amber, it is just the alphabet getting changed or the numbers getting changed. So this is how ship reporting system is to be done. Remember, the mandatory ship reporting systems, you have to do it when you go to or go away from a country. I hope you are getting good understanding of Amber and the ship reporting system. Thank you.